Okay, hello dear watchers around the world, and today, as you see, we're back again with a new guest. And today we have chosen actually one of the convivial issues that we are about to discuss it with a brilliant lady, and she wants to tell you that her the informations about the issue of the human rights. But before we enter, let me to welcome her today in our in our quick conversation. Yes,
Basically, picture from a place surrounded by the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of to the one who has sent us mercy to mankind, our Prophet and our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Today I'm so glad to be with you here, and I'm so happy to see a nice face in front of me. Allow me to say something for a brilliant chance that you have given me to show you. First of all, I want to introduce myself to you. My name is Seda. I live in Nial because I live Islam exactly.
Okay, we do appreciate what you have done. It was great and it was fabulous at the same time. So let us to enter in our matter that to ask questions about the issue of human rights. And we got somehow questions we are about to ask, and then she will answer it, right? So as this is the first question. That what is your general clue about the human rights?
The process of giving everybody his right or right that is believed to belong justifiably to everybody.
I think it's short and logic. Sometimes she say that is a process of giving everybody his rights. The short and logic. So we are about to turn to ask a second question. That what are the human rights? Can you remind to mention the human rights?
The first human right is full freedom in order to do everything that we want, just for the right thing. And in terms of education also, we'll give the human right in order to do. And as everybody knows that the education, the life without education, like tea without sugar. Like this, we must give everybody his right in order to educate himself or herself. Like this, everybody knows how to organize himself or herself, or he can differentiate between wrong and right. As here, when you are an educated person, you can't differentiate between which thing is wrong and which thing is right. Some of us, they have their idea is full in order to send the message to the others, because here also we will give humans right in order to do what they want, because some of us, their idea is different than others, as everybody knows that. And here we must give everybody his right in order to speak in front of her sister or brothers. As here we have misunderstanding. We say this is younger than me or this is bigger than me. He can't up her mouth or his mouth in order to speak with us. Here we must give freedom of speech also. Like this, we can say everything that we have. And here, when you have something and you never show the others, like this, you never did anything. As here, even a good thing you have and you never send the others, here in the end, you can't do anything. Just you keep it in your mind. Like this, it can help us in our life.
Thank you for dazzling words, and I do appreciate them actually. So she had mentioned, one of the most essential, the freedoms, like freedom of speech or freedom of expression, as we're going to consider it as a generally. And this is, I think, one of the most important freedoms that we must have in the individual country, because, for example, as you have said, when you have as information inside your mind, or everything that you have inside your mind, and if you are not going to use it, if you are not going to apply it in your daily life with your, the people, with the people that you live with them, that means you can't do anything. So we have to spread our, the informations, and you have to have, the freedom of speech. That is much essential for us. So this is another third question. Do you think without justice we can have the freedom?
No, because the justice is fundamental of human right. Because when we give everybody his right, we must make like justice. Because the justice is help us for everything, and it doesn't let us to differentiate between ourselves as this is my brother, this is my sister. Because just we make justice. As when we without justice it can be. Because when we say without justice will be, everybody is going to care cares about his family or sisters or brothers. Just he can't make justice. And here we should have justice, and like this we can give everybody his right in order to express ourselves or
Appreciate what you have said, and we have to support such a space actually. So we want to get our own freedom, our own right freedom that we wish to have in our country. That, and I think we have built it since many years ago, but I think in the coming up years we have we have to have, because that is essential for develop our country. That is essential for how to get our own prosperity and appreciate actually. So this is the last question for our the topic, that what are the ways to get us a freedom, because there are specific ways. If we have lost them, we won't arrive in any the things called or we won't obtain any things called human rights or whatever. So can you remind to mention as a ways and to get us freedom?
Thank you. Here the first way is that if we have a good leader, he leads us by a good way. Like this also we will get human right, because he controls us. And here he is presenter for our country. Like this, without him we can't do anything. As here everybody knows, we must have human right. Like this, if we have a good leader, he leads us by a good way. But unfortunately, we have lack of a good leader, because and as nowadays our leaders are going to fight by their chair. Because here when we have a good leader and he knows, and he's an educated person, he knows how to organize us and how to organize his country. Yes, nowadays all of them are going to fight by wrongly way, and they are going to fight by guns. If they are educated people, they can't fight by guns. They fight by their idea, and they must sit in one place in order to be agreement, in order to one of them will be first and the second will be as second. And here when we choose like a good leader, just we say to those are bigger than us, they must choose it, but they choose by wrong way. Here when we have human right, as a little lady or a little boy, her idea or his idea will be better than those are bigger than us. Here, as everybody knows, everybody according to his idea or her idea. Here, but we say those are bigger than us, they must choose it or they must be presented to our country. Like this, they can't do everything that we want, and like this, we can't go on. But we hope our gods help us in order to do everything that we want in our country.
Okay, thank you, Said. And for the last question, and you have mentioned the ways. The first way you have said our leaders must have equality, or they must be aware for what they're going to do. And I appreciate, and I will support your speech that by saying I don't believe for a person who carry his gun, or I don't trust for a person who carry his gun, but I will trust for a person who used to carry like pens, because these are the dangerous people that we should believe to them. So we won't obtain it from the freedom of anything without pen. By gun we won't. So thank you for watching, guys, and right now we are about to listen as the last words from our register.
And I do thank for everybody who wants to watch this video, and my advice to all, we must care about our right in order to get, and like this we live like comfortable way, as everybody needs live like his life by a good way, and we must have right in order to educate ourselves, and like this we know which thing is wrong and which thing is right, and which thing is help us in our future or which thing it doesn't help us in our future. And thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, guys, for spending your time watching English Journey channel, and I do appreciate each of you. Actually, those are stands with me, support me, share, like, subscribe, everything. So everything I'm going to do, that is going to help me, and I appreciate what you're going to do actually. So lastly, I'm going to conclude by saying that war leads to nothing. War leads to nothing. We have to have our own freedom. Everything that we want to have, we have to have it by carrying our pen, by carrying our books, by reading. So even I want our guest today, she must repeat that war leads to nothing.
War leads to nothing.
Of course, war leads to nothing. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Until we share in the next video.